Hello, everybody. How are you doing? It's CJ Atemo here, and we are on Wisdom Moments on K24 each and every day from 10:55 a.m. Monday to Friday. I'm right here with you, bringing you nuggets for winning in life. Positive vibes only, so that you can win in life, make better decisions, have a greater perspective concerning your life, your goals, your dreams, your family, your finances, and everything that pertains to you. Well, I don't know whether they still say that right now, but it used to be that when people would be graduating, they say, I give you the power to read and to do all that pertains to this degree. So we come here to empower you for everything that pertains to your life, and that is everything concerning you. Have you subscribed to my YouTube channel, CJ Atemo? If you have not done that, kindly do so. And not only subscribe, but also set notifications so that every time we upload videos, you will be able to watch them. You'll get to know that the videos are out over there. So you watch, like, and share them, but also leave a comment, post a comment on the videos that you watch. Let's get to know that you have watched them. You want to find me and have an interaction with me, just giving feedback, asking questions, seeking clarification, or even suggesting topics. Find me everywhere on social media at CJ Atemo. But if you've got to do mail, it's cjatsol@gmail.com. So I'm CJ Atemo all the way, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Well, we are talking about growth, and I did mention that growth is intentional. We've talked about two things concerning growth already. Growth is intentional, and then we say that growth is inward out. Intentional meaning that you are not just going to grow. It's not just going to happen like that. Well, unless it's just you putting on weight. But you see, even if you're going to put on weight, you have to eat. You're not just going to sit there and then put on weight. You've got to eat. There's something that you will be doing that will be contributing to that. But if you're going to grow positively as a person in personal growth, then you're going to have to be very intentional. It won't just happen. You have to decide to go to school. You have to decide that you're going to learn how to live with people. You've got to decide to grow in your workplace and in your mentality, your thinking, whether you're going to read books, sit under mentors, attend conferences, seminars, whatever it takes. You've got to decide to do that. You'll have to decide to go out and market your products, your company. You have to be intentional about growth. But I did mention as well that even as we are intentional about growth, we've got to also remember that growth needs to be inward out. That we are not just increasing in material and in matter outside, yet we are the same people, or even worse, on the inside. Matters like attitude and ethics and integrity and how you behave towards other people are things that you really need to look at if you are going to say that you are growing. So you've got to look at your emotions. You get to look at your mentality, your mindset. How are you? How do you reason? How do you think? Do you still think the way you used to think before? Do you still talk the way you used to talk before? Are you better right now in your speech? And not just whether you can speak better Swahili, English, or your mother tongue. It is whether you communicate better, whether you communicate with people more respectfully. Yet sometimes, of course, you've got to be firm. Sometimes you've got to be very candid. But still, are you more respectful, or are you careless with your words? Are you careless with your emotions? How do you feel about things, and how do you respond to the things that make you feel in certain ways? So growth has got to be inward out. Today, I want to point out the third thing that I believe will be very helpful to us, and that is that growth ought to be inclusive. And I will say what that means in this context. I will just bring it out. It needs to be inclusive. That means that we have to carry our whole selves into the growth process. As much as we would want to grow certain areas of our lives, if you only grow one area, you will have a problem with the areas that are not grown. That means that if I grow my mindset, but I don't grow my emotions, if my mentality goes high and my emotions are not growing at the same level as my mind, either because I'm studying a lot but I'm not working on my emotions, somewhere along the line, the disconnect between my emotions and my mind will show up. If I am just growing myself physically, so I get to the gym and I'm eating well and I'm on diet and I'm growing myself, building the muscles, burning all the calories. If I'm just doing that, but I'm not developing my mind, I'll just be this mass of muscles. But then people cannot probably relate with me very well because we might not interact at a certain level. Where there is going to be the need of intellect, probably I will not be there. If I grow financially, but I'm not growing socially, I may find myself very lonely with money. I may have so much money, but I don't have people to share that money with or where to spend that money, and begin to feel so lonely and feel very powerless and frustrated because, see, sometimes you think that when you get more money, then you have more power, you can do whatever you want. But then you will realize that you may be having the power to do what you want, but there are no people to do that what you want on. So you find that as much as you are growing in certain areas, you have to also keep in check all the other areas so that they're growing as well. They may not be growing at the same pace, but they need to grow. They need to grow so that they can sustain the areas that are your main areas of growth. You're growing in your family and relationship. You still have to probably grow your finances as well. If all you have is a good relationship with your husband or wife and your children, if you don't make some money somewhere along the line, these children will be growing and going to school, and you will not be able to take care of them even though you love each other and you have connected deeply and you have bonds. You will not be able to take them to school or to pay your bills, and it will begin to cause a strain. So it is important that growth becomes inclusive. The word there is actually balanced, but because I'm using the letter I, so I said inclusive. That let every area of your life experience a form of growth. Let every aspect of your life experience a form of growth. Now, I want to take it further by saying that not just the various areas of your life, but also the people in your life. If they are not growing with you, and they're not growing at the pace that you're growing, they will fall off. They cannot stay around you if they're not growing as well. What that means is, if I am a businessman and I have people working under me, or I'm just a manager, or I'm a director, whatever it may be, and I have people who are working under me, if we are growing, I must make sure that these people are growing as well. Otherwise, they will fall off. And whatever organization I'm trying to build will not actually grow, because there will be no, the stools, the old stools that were four-legged or three-legged. The people in the organization are the legs of the stool. So if they're not growing and the table of the stool is growing, the top of the stool is growing, whatever weight you put on that stool will break the stool. It is important that the people around you are growing. It's important that you're growing in every area of your life. And this is why I began by saying that growth is intentional. You have to look at the various areas, people, and introspect yourself and begin to make the sacrifices that you require, begin to make whatever decisions that you need to take, and cause growth to be seen to happen, and actually cause growth to happen in your life. So let your growth be inclusive. Let it be spirit, let it be soul, let it be body, let it be people, let it be every aspect of your life. Well, this is all the time that I've had today to share with you on Wisdom Moments on K24 with me, CJ Atemo. Hoping that this is helpful to you. Remember, subscribe to CJ Atemo on YouTube. Watch, like, share, post a comment, and most importantly, set notifications. Till the next time, see you.